junior varsity game. And usually they will probably do the varsity game for the girls, and then we'll have 3 different officials. I saw Lance Lukes enter the building, so he'll be more than likely working that varsity game later on. We are set to go. Jump center with Katie Koka comes down. Maddie Anderson has it, and the Highlanders are in offense. Anderson dribble drive all the way down. Shot doesn't fall. Burchell going back up and can't get that to go. Nearly had a second rebound. Does. Kicks it out onto the near wing to Suffolk. Back up top to Koka. Underneath, nice pass there by Potratz, and easy two by Burchell. Burchell in that game against Lemoore Litchfield Marion had a double-double with 10 points and 10 rebounds. Full court press by the Highliners. Half minute gone here in the first quarter. A lot of rule changes here now with this new 3-class system. Here's a three-pointer taken on the near side, and it rattles off, doesn't go for Langenwalter. She's got it back up top of the key. Right hand hip high dribble. Langenwalter swings it off onto the far wing to Horstein. Back inside. Near travel. There's the whistle. And the traveling violation against the Huskies. Against Ella Langenwalter, who picked up the dribble and took a little extra step driving the lane. Highlanders with the basketball leading 2-0 in the front court. Here near side is Potratz. Potratz back behind to the back to Anderson. Far side, Suffolk. Kinley lines it up. 3-pointer from the wing off the front of the rim. Can't go. Rebound, Koka up and no. It gets wedged between the backboard and the rim. That'll be a jump ball. Possession arrow will give the ball over to Wap. I believe it's a jump ball. Usually it is when the ball gets wedged like that. So possession arrow with that jump ball. We'll give it over to the Huskies. Gayla Lopez-Lee also here in the starting lineup for the Huskies. I mentioned Ella Langenwalter, Claire Langenwalter, Emma Horstein. Highliners with Koka, Burchell, Suffolk, Anderson, and Potratz. Skyly Pulskamp also in the starting lineup here for the Huskies. Minute 9 gone, 2-0. A whole lot of action here early on. Here's inbounds, backcourt is Lopez-Lee. Horstein circling around is Langenwalter. Lopez-Lee, pass here near side, dribble drive, Pulskamp, no, rebound up good on the putback by Ella Langenwalter. Tied at 2, 90 seconds gone, first quarter. Again, 8-minute quarters. And opposed to the 18-minute halves we had at AAA level, now this year, AA level. Also, new rule this year to remind fans, if you're watching or listening, 5 fouls in each quarter is the max, and then it's 2 shots. And each quarter, those team fouls reset. No more 1-and-1. Nice bounce pass, Potratz underneath Burchell for the easy 2. And a nifty pass there by Dakota Potratz, and Burchell with the easy 2. And the Highliners up 4-2, 6:10 here in the opening quarter. So again, 5 team fouls, and you get 2 shots, and then those team fouls reset at the end of each quarter. Here come the Highliners off the steal. Ahead. Potratz gives it to Koka off the glass a little too hard. Langenwalter clears off the rebound, and the Huskies back the other way. Opening night for the boys and girls. Girls' home opener, the season opener was on the road. Here goes Lopez-Lee. Her shot doesn't fall. Grabbing the rebound, Pulskamp, no. The rebound is still Pulskamp. Took it right away from Burchell. Tried to outlet it. Koka with the steal. And she'll get it up to Burchell. Burchell up ahead to Suffolk. Kinley, right of the lane. Pass in the lane. Coming through. Burchell layup. Bounces off. Can't get it to fall. Bounces out of bounds. It'll be Husky basketball. 4-2 Valley City. I got a feeling, actually with Wahpeton, you got to figure the speed of the game will be about the same it was that they saw when they played Northern Cass and Lemoore Litchfield Marion. There's a steal by Potratz going up left hand, can't get it to go. Hit the rim and bounced off. And there's going to be a jump ball. No, timeout taken by Wahpeton. 5:13 to go, first quarter. Highliners leading at 4-2. We're back with more. This is Highliner basketball, junior varsity basketball, live on YouTube on the Highliner Activity Network. As we come out of the timeout, Valley City and Wahpeton 4-2. Highliners with the early advantage. 5:13 to go here in the first quarter. In the new three-class system, Wahpeton, Lisbon, Northern Cass, Kindred, Central Cass, Valley City, making up the Region 1 of Lisbon. Those are the, so you have 2 teams from the EDC that dropped down, 5 teams Class B that moved up to Class A. And that makes up the 7-team Region 1. Here's his near steal, and we're going to have a foul called on Suffolk, I believe. Kinley was there along with Burchell, and it's going to be on Suffolk. She'll pick up her first personal. Team foul number 1 on the Highliners. 4-2 Valley City, leading by 2. Langenwalter on the far wing, Polskamp. Polskamp top of the key. Back here near side, Langenwalter. Goes up top. Claire Langenwalter from Ella. 8th grader and a sophomore. Dribble drive, baseline, that's the 8th grader Ella. Cut off on that baseline by Anderson. Gets it over to Claire. Spin move in the lane. Shot too hard. Off the glass. Rebound Burchell. And then she is going to be fouled underneath. Lopez Lee is going to pick up that personal foul. That will be her first team. That will bring Ryland Johnson into the lineup for Valley City. 4:40. We're in the opening quarter. 4-2. Highlanders with the lead and the basketball. Johnson, near side, Potrat. Dribble drive, baseline left. Knocked away by Lopez Lee. And Gayla's going to pick up her second personal foul, second team foul. Inbounds, baseline, near side by Suffolk. And that's going to bring Jenna Seabolt into the lineup. Inbounds, comes up top. Coca, down low Johnson. Near corner, Suffolk. Left to the lane. Up top, Potratz. Dribbling into the lane. Kicks it off. Johnson over to Coca from 18. No, back iron. And then off the glass. And a rebound controlled by Potratz. And we're going to have a foul called underneath on Ryland Johnson. For Valley City, Ryland will pick up her first, second team foul. And the Highliners holding on to that 4-2 lead. 4:15 to go in a low-scoring first quarter. Ball tipped into the backcourt. And coming up, pass a little bit too wide and errant. Johnson picked up the loose ball for the Highliners. Now Suffolk, top of the key, Burchell. Burchell, free throw line extended right side. Now back onto the wing, Suffolk. Down low, Johnson gives it back to Potratz in the lane. Lost the handle. Dakota gets it back. She's tied up. Jump ball. And it should be Valley City ball on the alternate possession. It is. Highlander ball with 3:51 to go here in the opening quarter. Still 4-2 Valley City. Maddie Graves now checks in the lineup for the Huskies. Inbounds baseline near side. Sukavold cutting through. Burchell gets the pass and the easy two. Katie Burchell with all 6 points for Valley City, the freshman. And the Highlanders up 6-2. 3:40 remaining first quarter. On the far side, Polskamp coming across. Then she has the ball taken away by Coca. 3-on-2 Highliners. Here comes Potratz. Left hand off the glass for 2. Potratz with her first 2. Timeout, Wahpeton. That's going to be their second timeout, and this is a full timeout. 3:29 to go first quarter. Valley City up 8-2. We're back with more Highliner girls basketball from the Hack, live on YouTube on the Highliner Activity Network. Back here at the Hack, game 1 of 3 here on the Highlander Activity Network tonight. Valley City taking on the Wahpeton Junior Varsity here. Well, the varsity games for the girls at 6, and then the varsity boys against Central Cass at 7:30. Right now, the JV boys, they are playing over at Central Cass, or playing, over at the Bubble. The Central Cass and Valley City junior varsities are playing one another at the Bubble. They had that at 4:30. Of course, had to have that one before the C squad, so the junior varsity boys can get back over here for the varsity game. Another steal for the Highliners. Birchall in the front court. Up top to Potrats. 3:14 to go here in the first quarter. Highliners lead 8-2, and that's going to be an over and back. And the ball will go over to Wahpeton. Also try to get a score on what's going on with that junior varsity boys game. Again, that's going on over at the Bubble. Ball knocked out of bounds. They said the last one off Wahpeton. And it will be Highlander ball again. That brings Suffolk back in. Coca will sit down. In comes Bailey LaRue. Healed from that injury that kept her out of volleyball for most of the second half of the season. Ankle injury. In the front court, Potrats, far side, Suffolk, LaRue, down low, ball is tipped, and a steal. Here come the Huskies, back to the way, trailing by 6. Into the front court, Langenwalter. Here on the near side. Pass on the far wing. Langenwalter, dribble drive. Ella to Claire. Claire wanted baseline, trip, falls, ball loose on the ground. Loose ball picked up by Suffolk. And the Highlanders coming back the other way. Suffolk in the front court. Right hand hip high dribble. Top of the key. Anderson for 3. Off the mark. Rebound into the hands of Potrats. She can't get it to go. Put back up by Riley Johnson, though. And now back to the way come the Huskies. Langenwalder into the front court. All the way down. The Euro step through a double team. Gets the bucket. Claire Langenwalder with a nice little Euro step as she splits 2 defenders with the scoop shot. 8-4. Valley City by 4. Near turnover down the other side. Anderson has it for the Highlanders. Back up top to Suffolk. LaRue pass. That goes right into the hands of one of the Huskies, and they're going to slow things down with $1:48 to go here in the first quarter. 8-4 Valley City leading. Paulskamp here in the near wing. Backs her way in. Goes up top of the key. Langenwalter. Right hand dribble. Right of the lane. Ella gives it back to Claire. Claire Langenwalter goes up top of the key. Graves. Graves watched by Anderson. Posting up inside. Seibold. Shot no. Or Seibold, pardon me. Rebound Anderson. Here come the Highliners with Suffolk into the front court. Inside Johnson at free throw line LaRue. Back to Anderson. Thought about it. Doesn't shoot. Dribbles in. Suffolk right wing. Here to the left side. Potrats. No shot clock course in JV. Though the Highliners didn't have to play with a shot clock in that tournament because they were playing varsity teams. Ball knocked out of bounds. And it will be staying with the Highliners. If they are doing a shot clock, which I'm guessing they are, they're keeping it at the scorer's table and not on the back of the backboards as they have the shot clocks. Suffolk will trigger the inbounds. Brought in to Nora Peterson, who just comes in. Jump ball, possession arrow to the Huskies. 1:03 to go here in the first quarter. 8-4 Valley City with the 4-point lead. Olivia Nelson also checked in on that timeout for the Huskies. She has it in the backcourt. Nelson, pass, tip, stolen. Suffolk, loose ball. Ahead to Potrats, who got the steal and gets the layup. Dakota Potrats now with 4. And it's a 10-4 Highliner lead. Pass in the backcourt. Blair Camp. And she tried to, almost could have double dribbled there. Nelson, she goes cross court. Graves. Graves back near side. Langenwalter. Langenwalter goes off to the right. Nelson, nice pass down low. And up, no. Shot taken by Seibold, but she will get a couple of free throws. That's going to be the second team foul on the Highliners, and that's going to go against Potrats. That's a third team foul. That's Dakota's first. Third team. Julia Seibold at the line will shoot 2. Free throw, short. So again, anytime that someone goes to the free throw line, you're going to get 2 free throws, whether it's the bonus or, again, a foul while shooting, unless it's a three-pointer. You're going to get 3 free throws. Or 2 free throws at the free throw line. Second one up and good. No good, actually. LaRue rebounds. Again, that too, if the less there's an and one. Makes things a little more simpler. Here's Anderson. Bounce pass, Suffolk. Three-pointer, right side, good. Kinley Suffolk knocks down the three ball from the right wing. Her first points of the game. And the Highliners extend that lead to their biggest so far, 9-13-4, 10 seconds to go, first quarter. Up here, top of the key, Nelson. Back up, Langenwalter. Starts to dribble, now jab step, steps back, three-pointer from the top of the key. Nothing but net by Claire Langenwalter as the horn sounds. So your score at the end of the first quarter, it is Valley City 13 and Wahpeton 7. We're back with the second quarter. This is Highliner Junior Varsity Basketball, live from the Hack on the Highliner Activity Network. Bob McDonald back with you here at the Hack. The Highliners and the Huskies after one quarter. Valley City leading 13-7. Cameraman, technical director. We have Brian Krewald's here tonight, along with Jaden Johnson, Ray Nelson, also working cameras tonight. So as we start the second quarter, Kaylee Nielsen will get will check in here for Valley City. Nielsen, Potratz, Koka, Suffolk, three-pointer. Potratz off the glass, no, too hard. And Burchell, that's the starting five for Valley City here in the second quarter. 2-3 zone by the Huskies. Koka for three. Air ball, that one missed, and it will be Husky ball. Huskies, they'll have Claire Woods, the younger sister of Scout Woods, the dominant player for the Huskies, along with Maddie Learcamp. As we start the second quarter, Emma Horstein and Ella Langenwalter and Cambry Mauk, the starting five for the Huskies. Again, the Woods girls, Scout and Claire, their dad Dan. Very good football player for the Valley City State Vikings back in the day. And now we had some issues at the scorers table. Here we go. 7:42. We're in the second quarter. Woods has it on the far side. Back up top to Mauk. Mauk right-hand dribble. Being watched there by Koka. 1-2-2 zone here for Valley City. Zone press. Gets it back to Horstein. Cross-court pass Langenwalter to Woods. Left wing pass Yark. Dribbling in. Ball knocked away. Loose on the floor. And we're going to have a jump ball. Possession arrow. We'll give it to Valley City. I got an update from the junior varsity game. 4:29 to go in the second. 26-9. Central Cass leading that one. And that's, again, the junior varsity boys game going on over at the Bubble. C-Squad will be at 6 o'clock at the Bubble. Varsity here at 7:30 against the Squirrels. And again, right now, 4:29 in the second quarter. Squirrels up 26-9. Here's Suffolk. Fast break for the Highliners. Pass ahead. Potratz. Nice catch. Couldn't get the ball to go, though. And the ball knocked out of bounds. Last touch by a couple of Highliners and out of bounds. Now, last possession arrow was rightfully switched over to Wahpeton. So now the possession arrow is in favor of Valley City. Checking back in, Skyly Pulskamp, the freshman. Ball on the baseline. Loose ball picked up. Burchell up and in. Loose ball got away. Burchell puts it up and in. She's got 8. Highlanders up by 8, 15-7. The largest lead has been 9, 13-4. That was right before half, or right before the end of the quarter, before Claire Langenwalter hit that three-pointer. Learcamp underneath on the double team and traveled. She got double teamed there by Burchell and Suffolk and shuffled her feet. And the ball goes back over to the Highliners. 6:47 to go here in quarter number 2. Valley City leading 15-7. Here's Burchell off the right elbow, now drives in the lane, cut off there in the middle. Gets it back to Suffolk. Cross-court pass, Coca. Coca to Nielsen. Nielsen right side, up top. Is to Potrats, now back to Coca. They did get the shot clock working. 15 seconds on that shot clock. Three-pointer Suffolk hits the front of the rim. Rebound grab by Coca. They get a fresh 35. Dribbling in, Nielsen up, shot no. Another rebound, this one by Burchell. Burchell goes back up strong and rolls it in. Burchell now in double figures with 10. Valley City up 17-7. That's their largest lead of the game. 4-0 here in the quarter. Pass, tip, Coca with the steal. Nielsen grabs the loose ball. Highlanders back the other way. Sepulcool into the lane, pass to Burchell. Foul call. That'll send Katie to the line to shoot 2. And the foul's going to be called on Woods. Claire Woods will pick up her first team foul. Again, it resets for the quarter. I still have to remember that. Burchell at the line shooting 2. Free throws up, good. So again, 5 team fouls in a quarter, and you got the double bonus. And then those team fouls reset at the end of each quarter. Jenna Siebold now back into the lineup for the Huskies. Burchell, free throw up, good. Burchell with 2. She's got 12 in the game. Huskies trailing 19-7. Largest lead of the night for Valley City. 6-0 run here to start the quarter. Another steal by Potrats. And then lost it nearly. Regains control and has the dribble in the backcourt. Up ahead to Suffolk. In the corner, Nielsen left side. She gets the cutter. Potrats in. Off the glass, too hard. Burchell, rebound. She fights over it with Woods. Jump ball, possession out of Valley City. 5:32 to go. We're in quarter number 2. Valley City leading at 19-7. A 6-0 run to start things here in the quarter. Head varsity coach Jimmy Howard now running his scores table, making sure everything works for the first home game of the year. Inbound far side, Nielsen for 3. It comes off the side of the rim. Can't get it to go. We've got 4 people with their hands on the ball. It's going to be grabbed by Wahpeton. Huskies back the other way. Trailing by a dozen in the backcourt. Here's Mauk and a whistle. Hand check called against Valley City against Coca. Katie will pick up her second team foul. Here in quarter number, I only got them on the wrong side. Should be 2 team fouls on the home team. There we go. In the front court, coming down near side. Pass off on the wing. Polskamp off the elbow, dribbling in. Seibel lost it. Loose ball picked up Potrats. Oop, and I was going to say nearly traveled, and she did travel. Did Dakota. Trying to pass it ahead to Cousin Kinley and took an extra step. 19-7, Valley City by 12. Wahpeton with the ball. We hit the 5-minute mark left to go, second quarter. Here along the near side. Polskamp in the corner, Woods. Woods gets it to the cutter. Back to Woods. On the right wing, step back, 19-footer, going to come up short. I think Burchell had a hand on that one. Nielsen with a rebound. Up ahead, Sepulcool. Down court, Potrats, and no dribble layup, good. Dakota Potrats grabbed it on the fly, lays it up and in. 21-7 Highlanders, 8-0 run to start the quarter. And the Huskies use their 3rd timeout here in the first half. 4:40 to go, Valley City up 21-7. This is junior varsity girls basketball from the Hack on the Highlander TV Network. Four minutes, 40 seconds to go. Quarter number 2, Valley City up 21-7. Junior varsity basketball. Varsity coming up here at 6. And then the varsity boys, Central Cass and Valley City at 7:30. Here's Woods to the near side. Into the corner, dribble drive, baseline, Polskamp. Ball knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Huskies. That'll bring Ella Langenwalter back into the lineup for Wahpeton. Rod Brewer, Patrick Gulen, and Lakin Brewer, the coaching staff for the JV/C squad. Brian Watson Longtime head coach there for the girls in Wahpeton. There's a tie-up possession. We'll give it over to Valley City. And when we talk about this three-class system, I've always talked about and used this example, unfortunately, the Huskies last year, what happened to them when they got to the state tournament for the first time. Here in the near side is Potratz. Skip pass, Coca. Right of the lane, shot up, good. Katie Coca with her first two. 23-7. Highlanders on a 10-0 run to start the quarter. I'll finish my story momentarily. In the front court, Huskies trailing by 16 halfway through the second quarter, top of the key, Woods. Dribbling into the lane, backs her way in, through a double team shot, no foul called. And also Claire Woods to the free throw line to shoot two for the for the Huskies. Foul going to be called on Nielsen for Kaylee, her first, third team. So Claire Woods, a 5'10", 8th grader, at the line, free throw good. Huskies got to the state tournament last year. Played Bismarck Century in the opening game. Lost by 50, 101-51, if memory serves. And you get to the state tournament, you should have your 8 best teams in the state and should not have a 50-point game in the quarterfinals. Down low, Coca nearly lost it, kicks it out to Suffolk. Top of the key, Nielsen, near side. Potratz, down low, Birchall, no, foul called on Woods. That'll be number 2 on Claire, and that's going to send Katie Birchall back to the free throw line. That's the difference of the haves and the have-nots in high school basketball in North Dakota, with that 50-point difference in the quarterfinal of a state tournament. Free throw by the right-hander Birchall on the way. Rolls it off, can't get it to go. Katie, 12 points, 2 for 2, now 2 for 3 at the free throw line. At the half, Castleton leading Valley City, 36-14. That's in the junior varsity game over the bubble. Second free throw for Birchall, too hard off the back iron. Woods clears off the rebound for the Lady Huskies that come back the other way. 3:43 to go here in quarter number 2. Valley City up 23-8. Ball tipped, stolen by Coca, grabs the loose ball, and now picked up there by Birchall. Birchall gives it off to Nielsen into the front court. Kaylee to Suffolk. Far side Potratz, back up top Suffolk, near side Coca. Goes back up top to Suffolk. Try to go inside, and that pass missed it right into the hands of Woods. And Huskies off the turnover, bring it back into the front court. Mauk nearly lost the handle, now picks it up. Mauk looking for some help, near side Woods. Woods, left-hand dribble on the wing. Goes top of the key to Paulskamp. Paulskamp gives it back to Langenwalter. Langenwalter goes up top to Nelson. Down low Woods, back to Nelson. Back to Woods, and we're going to have a foul called on Valley City. That might be on Birchall. She was working defensively there on Woods. That'll be the first on Katie and the 4th team foul on Valley City here in the second quarter. Inbounds on the baseline, Olivia Nelson, a junior, triggered in. Rylan Johnson in for Valley City. Near side, Paulskamp for the Huskies. Now back up far wing, Mauk. Top of the key, right hand, hip high dribble. Gives it off to Woods, travel. Went make that step and drive to the hoop. Travel to basketball. So the ball goes back over to Valley City with 2:35 remaining here in quarter number 2. Up Highlanders up 23-8. At the free throw line, Birchall. Far side, Potratz on the wing right side. Back up top, Suffolk. Near side, Nielsen. Lines up the 3, takes it. Off the back rim. Rebound, far side, Nelson. Double team in the corner. Tried to kick it out, was knocked away. It'll stay with the Huskies. Should be a great atmosphere here tonight with the games coming up tonight. Band will be here. Got both sides of the bleachers pulled out. Should be a great atmosphere here at the Hack tonight, so come on out and watch some really good high school basketball. Another ball knocked out of bounds. And a couple of seconds have ticked off the shot clock here with 2:17 remaining. Actually, they're going to say that one went off one of the Huskies. Matt Nielsen, the official, talking Rod Brewer, the coach of the Huskies, about who the ball should go to. Conversation continues. Not heated, just a conversation. It'll be Highlander ball with 2:17 remaining. Wonder how much longer the other two officials are going to allow the conversation to go. They'll interject and try to speed things along. There we go. Now it's broken up. Brewer not enthused with the decision. Inbounds come to Ryland Johnson. And then a jump ball as Woods tied her up. It'll be Husky ball anyway. So Huskies will get it on the alternate possession with 2 minutes, 15 seconds to go in the second quarter. Highlanders up 23-8. Lead 10-1 here in the quarter. In the front court, Mal comes across, right-hand dribble, ball knocked away, stolen by Potratz, picked up by Johnson, up ahead to Potratz. Dakota going up with the left hand, can't get it to fall. And then it's grabbed underneath by Malk, and then she is going to be fouled. Both Nielsen, it's going to be Nielsen. I'm going to say Nielsen and Potratz both there, but it's going to be on Kaylee. That'll be her second. That is the 5th team foul, I do believe. They have 4 on the board, but I do believe that is actually number 5, but we'll keep it at 4. We'll keep it where they have it in the scoreboard. And there's number 5 anyway. That's going to be on Dakota Potratz, picking up her second personal, 5th team foul. So we are shooting free throws now for the remainder of the quarter, which has 1:50 to go in it. 23-8. At the free throw line is Camprey Malk, 5'7" freshman, looking for her first points of the game. First one's on the way. Good. 23-9 Valley City. Second free throw by the right-hander is on the way. Good. Malk with her first 2. 23-10. Pass in the front court, Potratz. Nice down low pass to Johnson. Knocked out of bounds. Woods on the block. And the ball will stay with Valley City. Off the inbounds. Johnson down low to Burchell. Up and good for Katie. Katie Burchell now with 14. 25-10 Valley City. Woods here on the near side. Picks up the dribble. Loose ball. Grabbed there by Burchell off the steal. Ahead to Nielsen. Now into the front court. Kaylee. Down court pass. Grabbed by Potratz amongst 3 Huskies. Has it. Gets it near side. Johnson. Ryland back inside. Burchell posting up left of the lane. Nielsen top of the key to Suffolk. Far side Potratz. Skip pass. Nielsen. Left wing. 3-pointer up. No. Short. Rebound Woods for the Huskies. We approach 1 minute remaining here in the second quarter. Valley City up 25-10. 12-3 in the quarter. Here the near side. Malk on the wing. Watch there by Potratz. Couple of 10s dueling. On the far wing. Off the Paulskamp in the corner. Pass the arc. Paulskamp circles all the way around. Into the lane. Gets it off. Langenwalter. Shot good. That is Ella Langenwalter with 4 now. Off the little baseline jumper. Potratz tried to go behind the back. Kicked it with her heel. Got it to Suffolk. Up ahead, Nielsen on the move. Left to the lane. And blocked off of Claire Woods. It goes out of bounds. It will stay with Valley City. 33.4 seconds to go. 25-12 Valley City. By Baker's dozen. Nielsen inbound. Suffolk ball tip. And the steal. It's on the floor. And we're going to get the Huskies have the ball with Paulskamp. Jump ball. Possession arrow to Valley City. Let's see what the new gadgets too that they have at the scores table. They have the light that indicates bonus. That's going back into the good old days of high school hoops when they had the indication at the scores table. Baseline jumper. Johnson good. Ryland Johnson with a little short jumper on that right baseline. 27-12 Valley City. 15 seconds to go, second quarter. Malk on the far side. Nelson, one dribble, top of the key to Woods. Gives it back to Langenwalter. 5 seconds to go. Langenwalter on the baseline. Stolen by Burchell. Off to Nielsen. 1 second, and they will not get a shot off before the half is over. So your score at the end of the first half, it is Valley City 27 and Wahpeton 12. We're back with more. This is Highlander Junior Varsity Girls Basketball from the Hack, live on YouTube and the Highlander Activity Network. Well, other happenings going on here with Valley City, and especially in the basketball world. The junior high basketball team, boy, they just keep on plugging along. Last night, winners over Fargo Grove, over Wahpeton, 44-40, behind an 18-point effort from Mariah Freeze. And Mariah, a couple of, I think it was against Oak Grove last week, dropped in 32 in a victory for Valley City. Highlander junior high team 13-1 on the year. Their only loss coming to Carrington here in that jamboree they had here at the Hack back last weekend. They lost, 35-31 or 33-31, losing to the Cardinals. And that has been the only loss this year for the Valley City junior high team. They are up in Hunter taking on Northern Cass tonight in junior high girls basketball. Also, of course, the boys I mentioned, the boys going to get things started tonight. This is their first game of the season. Wrestlers are in full swing. They had a good weekend up in Grand Forks at the Sertoma, the 49th annual Sertoma tournament. The Highlanders went 2-3 as a team, and they now are 2-8 on the season. And also the part of that, the junior high and junior varsity. A couple of first place finishers for Valley City in that one. Simon Trapp and Zach Anderson coming up first placers. As far as junior high, junior varsity, Leighton Hendricks having a first place finish for Valley City. Girls also performed and competed very well up at Sertoma. As Victoria Sanchez, she was a first place winner, along with Miley Christensen, also taking first place in the Sertoma, the girls portion of the tournament. Whereas Valley City will be hosting their own holiday tournament 1 week from this Saturday, the 16th. And we're moving right along in the month of December already. It'll be this Saturday, December 16th, for the Highliner Holiday Tournament right here at the Hack. And, of course, speaking of holiday tournaments, the big basketball holiday tournament, boys and girls, coming up here at the end of the month here at the Hack. 3 days, boys and girls high school basketball. Should be a great atmosphere, a great time for tournament ball coming up here. More on that as we progress throughout these next few games on what's going to be happening coverage-wise. Of course, we'll have all the Highliner games here on the Highliner Activity Network, and other games for that tournament can be viewed on the Huddle channel if you have a subscription to that, and can watch the other games there. But the Highliner games will be right here live as usual and free of charge here on the Highliner Activity Network. That is the 28th, 29th, and 30th of December. And that'll be coming up here at the end of the month, and should be some pretty good basketball. I believe I heard Central Cass, Kindred, 4 wins. Minnewacan will be here. Speaking of the Central Cass boys, that'll be here taking on our boys later on this evening. The new poll coming out for the Class A, and Central Cass number 5 in boys basketball. Of course, you look at the polls this time of year, especially for boys basketball. They haven't played games yet. It's based mostly on what happened last year. And, of course, Central Cass last year went undefeated and won a state championship. But a handful of those players gone off to college and have moved on. Of course, Sam Commervig is right here in Valley City playing for VCSU, one of those squirrels that were on the team last year. A couple of squirrels playing on the women's team, the Cotton Girls playing on the girls' women's basketball team for VCSU. So a lot of those polls, just based on what happened last year, there are a few players back and still playing for Central Cass, but we'll see what happens tonight. Of course, with the Highliners, new coaching staff, head coach Jim McDaniel, assistant coach Mike Lentz. They are going to be running the show here this year. Zach Sikora, talking with Coach McDaniel on Coach's Corner here on Wednesday night. Looks like Zach has been cleared. Of course, he had that knee injury that kept him out of football that happened last year, and it kept him out of the football this fall. And so he is, looks like he's dressed and will be ready to go. I believe he has been cleared to play, so he will be in action tonight. The Highliners are going to have, you look at their lineup, a lot of length on this team. Carson Eggert, he had a growth spurt. He's standing up at 6'4". Then you have Jack Samuelson at about 6'5". Talon Larson about 6'6". Jack Dieterle, he's around 6'6" as well. So the Highliners going to have a lot of length on this team. To go with their 5 seniors: Sam Meyer, Talon Larson, Zach Sikora, and Aiden Burnson and Carver Peterson. And Carver, too, another 6'4 player. So Valley City should have a lot of length on this team as they head into this year. And of course, a lot of uncertainties with this new 3-class system we've talked about. It'll be a fun year. Basketball will be more competitive, as I think the days of being on the wrong end of a 50-point game is going to be few and far between now. We're back to playing at the level and against competition where the Highlanders should be. We're going to step aside. We've got the second half coming up. We'll take a look at the scoring in that first half when we return. 27-12, Valley City leading. We're at the half. This is Junior Varsity Basketball. Valley City and Wahpeton live on YouTube and the Highland Activity Network. Well, we talked about realignments with the basketball, the new 3-class system. Well, there also is something a little different now in wrestling in the EDC. Of course, the Highlanders basketball team no longer part of the EDC, but the wrestling team still part of the EDC. Well, a new member to the EDC this year, Central Cass, is now part of the Eastern Dakota Conference in wrestling, to go along with Davie, Cheyenne, Devils Lake, West Fargo, Central, Breckenridge, Wahpeton combined in wrestling. The Storm, North, Red River, South, Valley City. And, of course, the name you did not hear when I rattled those off, West Fargo Horse, does not have a wrestling team right now. But, again, Central Cass is part of the EDC in wrestling. And so that'll be interesting to see how the Squirrels do as they've been bumped up a class now and wrestling in Class A in the EDC. 27-12, let's take a look at the scoring in that first half. Katie Birchall led the way for Valley City. She had 14 points. Dakota Potratz with 6. Kinley Suffolk with 3. Katie Koka and Rylan Johnson each had 2. For the Huskies, Claire Langenwalter with 5. Ella Langenwalter had 4. 2 points from Cambry Mauk and Claire Woods with 1 point in the first half. Alternate possession, it'll be the Huskies' ball to start things in the second half, trailing 27-12. And one thing, you know, you look at junior varsity basketball teams, a lot of times when you get into that second half, the JV have to maybe give up a couple of players that have to get ready to be part of the varsity game. Highlanders really aren't going to have that much. They will have players that will play varsity, but they will probably have their same 5 here to start things in the second half. Maddie Anderson, Kinley Safakul, Katie Koka, Dakota Potratz, Katie Birchall here for the Highlanders. Coach Tara Glant going over the last-minute instructions for Valley City. Rod Brewer on the other side for the Huskies. So we check it. Rylan Johnson will start the second half, though, for Valley City. Just as I say that, pretty much it looked like Potratz is the one that the one lone player that is getting ready for the varsity game, her along with Birchall. But you have Koka, Johnson, Suffolk, and Anderson, Nielsen, the 5 on the floor for Valley City. And for the Huskies, they'll go with their same with Claire Langenwalter. She has the ball in the far corner. She'll take a 3 ball from there off the back iron. Rebound Suffolk. Ella Langenwalter also starting the second half. Gayla Lopez-Lee, Skyly Pulskamp, and Emma Horstein. There's a jumper 3-pointer from the near side by Suffolk. So Kinley with her second 3 of the game. Highlanders have opened up an 18-point lead. There's a steal by Anderson. Nielsen, Koka, cross-court pass, misfires, goes out of bounds, and the ball will go over to the Huskies. Valley City up 30-12 as we start things here in this third quarter. Bernstein gets it up ahead. Paulskamp, Lopez Lee across the timeline. Hornstein far side, Langenwalter. Back to Hornstein. Back to Langenwalter. They play catch on the perimeter. Inside, Lopez Lee. Double team, kicks it up. On to the near wing, three-pointer. Good on the three ball by Emma Hornstein. Second three for the Huskies. 30-15, Valley City. Here's Coca into the front court. Down low, Johnson. Pass a little bit too low, and we're going to have a jump ball. Possession, we'll keep it with the Highliners. Valley City will maintain possession with 6:54 to go. Inbound, Suffolk, Johnson. Loose ball on the floor, picked up, Langenwalter to Langenwalter. Ella ahead to Claire. Claire into the front court, trying to go coast to coast. Dribbles it off her knee, but it was actually knocked away by Nielsen. It'll go out of bounds. And the ball will stay with the Huskies. 6:45 here in the third quarter. Valley City up 30-15. Huskies inbound. Hornstein brings it onto the wing. Langenwalter. Right side, dribbles up top of the key. Watch there by Coca. Man-to-man defense for the Highliners. Now back far side. Hornstein. Actually more of a matchup zone here. Now dribbling in. Shot willy-nilly. Doesn't go there by Langenwalter. Loose ball, Suffolk. Down court pass. Football pass. Johnson on the run. Grabs it and lays it up and in for two. Nice pass by Suffolk. Rylan Johnson caught it. Didn't need to dribble. Goes in for the easy two with the left hand. Highlanders up 32-15. Nielsen now with the steal. Over to Coca. One dribble off the glass. No too hard. And Langenwalter clears it off for the Huskies. They come back to the way, trailing by 17. And another steal. Anderson on the ground. Gets it ahead to Coca for the Highliners. Scoop shot good. Foul. Count it. She'll go to the line. Katie Coca with a chance at the old-fashioned three-point play. Coca now with 4 with a chance to make it 5. First team foul the second half on the Huskies. Coca's first trip to the free throw line. Off the glass. Hey, she called bank and makes it. She's got 5. That'll bring LaRue in, and Rylan Johnson will sit down for Valley City. 35-15, Highlanders are their biggest lead of the game at 20. Inbounds, here's Langenwalter. All the way down one-on-one against Anderson. Nice move off the little mini Euro step, and Langenwalter now with 7 as she leads it off the glass. 35-17, Highlanders. 5:45 to go. We're in quarter number 2. Into the front, or number 3. Nielsen in the front court. Top of the key. Pass off to Coca. Coca near side. Suffolk. Stop. Pop for 3. No. Rolls off. Rebound grab to the near corner by Langenwalter. Langenwalter will start up the floor for the Huskies, trailing by 18. Far side, Hornstein. Back to Langenwalter on that right wing. Now here to the near side. Paulskamp. Lopez Lee. Hornstein, three-pointer from the right wing, short off the front of the rim. Coca grabs the rebound. She'll start the break. Now she'll slow things down, gives it back to Nielsen. At the end of 3 quarters, Castleton up 51-23 over Valley City. Here to the near side. Nielsen, right of the lane. To Coca, three-pointer right wing. Good. Katie Coca with 8. Valley City leading by their biggest margin now at 21, 38-17. Lopez Lee dribbles it off her foot, and that's because she was fouled by Maddie Anderson. That's her first. First team foul in the second half on the Highliners. 4:42 to go here in quarter number 3. Valley City up 38-17. Langenwalter into the front court. Right hand hip high dribble for the Huskies. Swings. Far side, Hornstein down low, Lopez Lee. Backs her way in, triple team, lost the handle, out of bounds, it was knocked away. It'll stay with the Huskies. That's going to bring Nora Peterson into the lineup for Valley City. Inbounds on the baseline, brought in, up, shot blocked there by Nielsen with the block for Valley City, and then she brings it up the floor. Pass intended for Peterson, knocked away. Loose ball picked up by Langenwalter. And Ella gets it ahead to Claire Langenwalter on the far side. Here to the near wing, Ornstein. Up, Ornstein near side. Top of the key, Langenwalter. Dribbling in the lane, stumbles, throws it off balance, no. Lopez Lee with the putback, no. Langenwalter had it as she tried to go back up. We're going to get a tie-up, jump ball, possession arrow toward Wahpeton. That's going to bring Maddie Anderson back in the lineup here for Valley City. And coming in the lineup for the Huskies, Maddie Lehrkamp. 3:53 left to go. We're in quarter number 3. Valley City up 38-17. Junior varsity basketball here on the Highline Activity Network. Varsity game scheduled for 6 o'clock. The varsity girls pass, in that back door, and Paulskamp just kind of stopped, but it was tipped and went out of bounds. Last touch by Valley City. And then we'll have the varsity boys again at 7:30 against Central Cass. At the end of the third quarter in the JV game, Central Cass up 51-28. That's in the JV game. C-Squad will follow that over at the bubble. Three-pointer is good by Emma Hornstein, her second three ball. 38-20. Lead is at 18. Bailey LaRue checked in here for Valley City. Here's Anderson ahead on the transition. Layup no, foul called against the Huskies. That'll be on Maddie Lehrkamp. That'll be her first second team foul here in quarter number 2. Madison Anderson at the line shooting 2. Islanders 3 for 4 as a team at the charity stripe. Now 4 for 5, nothing but net on that one. 39-20. First point to the game for Anderson. Free throw on the way. Again, nothing but net. 40-20, Valley City. 3:28 to go in the third quarter. Pass in the front court. Paulskamp. Far side, Lehrkamp. Top of the key, Langenwalter. Hornstein into the corner. Paulskamp down low. Lopez Lee. Back onto the wing. There's a three-pointer shot taken by Paulskamp. Doesn't go. Rebound, Langenwalter, no. And another rebound by Paulskamp. Gets it off the line to Lehrkamp. Langenwalter pass inside into the hands of Anderson with the steal. Back to the way, Madison Anderson driving through the lane. Kicks it onto the near wing. Peterson, top of the key, Suffolk. LaRue, back to Suffolk. Now to Nora. Nora Peterson, near travel. LaRue picked up the loose ball. Now Nielsen, Anderson on the baseline. Shot, overshoots everything. Rebound grabbed on Lehrkamp on the rebound for the Huskies. They bring the ball back the other way with 2.5 minutes to go here in quarter number 3, 40-20. Valley City with the advantage. And of course, what you will see also this year in Class A, running clock in the fourth quarter if need be. 30 points is the threshold there. And the ball knocked out of bounds. It will stay with the Huskies. Anytime in that fourth quarter, a game gets to 30 points, and you have running clock, and it stays that way until the horn sounds. We have a timeout on the floor. We'll do the same. 2:12 left to go here in quarter number 3. 40-20. Valley City leading. This is Highliner Girls Basketball from the Hack, live on YouTube on the Highline Activity Network. I think one team I failed to mention in this new realignment for Class A, Northern Cass, Central Cass, Kindred, Lisbon, Fargo Grove, Wahpeton, and Valley City. Weimar-Lidgerwood was originally in the plan to be that 8th team if they paired with Hankinson in girls basketball. They are separate in boys, but there was a possibility of them pairing in girls basketball. They did not, so they will be a Class B team. Just Weimar-Lidgerwood. Here's Langenwalter in the lane, and horn sounds for whatever reason with 2:05 to go. Foul called on Valley City, and I believe that's going to be called Nora Peterson. It is her first. Second team foul in the quarter. At the line, Claire Langenwalter shooting 2. First one's up. No. Her first trip to the line, she's got 7 points. Nora Woolhart now checking the lineup here for Valley City. Second free throw for Langenwalter. And a right-hander bends and sends. No, that's off the mark. Woolhart will grab the rebound here near side for the Highlanders. Nora gets it off to Nielsen. She'll bring it up the floor. Kaylee across the logo, into the front court. Suffolk inside Johnson, in the lane. Back over Nielsen. Nielsen inside the arc. Minute 50 to go. Long three-pointer. Suffolk good by Kinley Suffolk, her third three-pointer. Well, we talked about this with Coach Glenn at the Coach's Corner last week, that maybe Kinley needs to shoot a little bit more. Mission accomplished. She's hit 3 threes here in this game. She's got 9 points. Olivia Nelson checking in the lineup here for the Huskies. 43-20. This is the largest lead of the game for Valley City with a minute 36 to go here in the third quarter. Suffolk will bring the ball across the timeline. Near side, Woolhart. Back up top to Suffolk. Inside Johnson. Far wing Nielsen. Lines it up for 3. Off the back iron. High rebound. And it's grabbed by Laird-Camp for the Huskies. She'll give it back off to Langenwalter. She'll bring the ball up the floor. Right-hand dribble. Also checking in, Maddie Graves comes in out of that last break for the Huskies. Up top, Olivia Nelson. Back up top to Graves. Dribble drive left to the lane. Langenwalter, three-pointer left corner. Good. Nothing but net by Claire Langenwalter. Her second 3. She's got 10. 43-23. Highlanders by 20. Final minute into this third quarter. Suffolk right of the lane to Woolhart. Woolhart lines up the 3. She'll take it. Comes up short. Might have been deflected there by Langenwalter. Rebound is on the floor. We're going to have a jump ball. Possession arrow is to Valley City. That'll bring Katie Coca back into the lineup for the Highliners. With 40.8 seconds remaining, we're in quarter number 3. Valley City up 43-23. Inbounds Nielsen. Coca, long 2 from the corner, off the glass, no. Rebound, Langenwalter has it for the Huskies. They're back the other way. Langenwalter across the timeline. Far side, long 3 there by Nelson, can't go. Rebound, Nora Peterson off the Nielsen. Gailey into the front court. On that far wing for the Highlanders, 20 seconds to go. Woolhart, top of the key, bounce pass Coca. Coca right of the lane, stop, pop, short jumper, no. Rebound Nielsen, yes. Kaylee Nielsen with her first 2. 45-23, Valley City by a double deuce. 5 seconds to go in the quarter. Into the front court, Langenwalter all the way down, splits the number team, a layup good. And that is the way the third quarter comes to an end. Your score is Valley City 45, Wahpeton 25. We're back with the fourth quarter. This is Highliner Girls Basketball, Junior Varsity Girls Basketball from the Hack, live on YouTube on the Highliner Activity Network. Bob McDonald back with you here at the Hack on the Highliner Activity Network. Valley City up 20, 45-25 as we get ready for the fourth quarter. Highliners with Katie Birchall. She and Dakota Potrats already in their warm-ups, ready to get ready for the varsity game. Birchall had 14 at the end of the first quarter, still their leading scorer. McKinley Suffolk, though, with 9. She had a couple threes in that third quarter. Katie Koka has 8. And 4 from Ryland Johnson. Maddie Anderson with 2. Kaylee Nielsen with 2. We start the fourth quarter. Valley City up 20. Graves, Lopez Lee near side. Bounce pass, Nelson. Olivia Nelson looking inside for Claire Woods. Knocked away by Anderson with the steal. Here goes Maddie Anderson all the way. Euro step, nope. And a foul going to be called. Blocking foul there on Cambry Mauk. That'll be her first team foul of the quarter. So at the free throw line, Anderson shooting 2. She's 2 for 2 at the line tonight, 2 points. Free throw, no. Another one to go. Free throw by the right-handers on the way, good. So Maddie now 3 for 4 with 3 points. Just about a half minute gone. Valley City up 40, should be 46-25. Unless they waved that off with a violation, but I didn't see the whistle or see the call. Passed on low to Woods. And Woods falls down, shot no, rebound LaRue. Gives it back to Anderson. Anderson in the front court. Anderson works her way through, and the ball knocked away by Lopez Lee. She'll get it off to Mauk. And she'll bring it up the floor for the Huskies. It's about a minute gone here in quarter number 4. Valley City up, according to the scoreboard, 45-25. Woods down low. Claire Woods tried to go up. LaRue with a foul. Bailey will pick up her second team foul here in a quarter on the Highliners. Free throw by Woods up, good. Second free throw doesn't go. Rebound underneath, grabbed by Lopez Lee. Kicked off by Nelson. Woods trying to go through a double team, and they're going to call a foul there again on the Highliners. And that one's going to be on Bailey LaRue again, her second team. So final in the junior varsity game. Highliners had a good fourth quarter, 14-8. Outscored the Squirrels. But the final was 59-42. Shot there by Woods doesn't go. Nielsen grabs the rebound and she traveled. Yep, she hesitated on her outlet and then traveled. So the ball goes back over to the Huskies with 6:46 to go. They did correct the scoreboard. It is 46-26. Three-pointer for Graves. No, she traveled to set herself up. Took a little extra bunny hop, and that is going to be a travel. The ball goes back over to the Highliners. So Suffolk will bring the ball up the floor for Valley City across the logo. Near side, Koka. Suffolk, Anderson. Right of the lane, gives it back to Koka. She'll take the mid-range J, no. Rebound, Lopez Lee underneath. And 90 seconds gone here in the fourth quarter. Highliners maintaining that 20-point lead. In the front court is Mauk. Far side, Graves. Back up top to Mauk. Foul call on Koka. That will be number 2 on Katie. And his team foul number 3 in the quarter on the Highliners. Nelson will trigger the inbounds. And it goes in the backcourt, Mauk. She'll bring it across. Huskies down 20. On the far wing, Graves to the free throw line, Lopez Lee. Nelson, three-pointer from the left wing, doesn't draw iron. Rebound grabbed underneath by LaRue. Gets it off to Koka, and here come the Highlanders. Across the timeline, Katie gives it off to Suffolk. Back to Koka. Back up to Nielsen. Skip pass, Suffolk. Anderson in the lane. Regains the dribble after it knocked away. LaRue down low from Koka, good. Bailey LaRue. That brings a nice applause from the fans cheering for the former hockey player. Has been playing basketball the last couple of years, and the junior comes in with a bucket inside. Here's a steal by Anderson for the Highliners. Back to the way. Anderson layup, good. Maddie gets the steal and her first field goal. She's got 5. 50-26. Highliners by 24. With 5:12 to go here in this fourth quarter. Here on the near wing. Mount, top of the key to Woods. Claire dribbling, tried to go through a double team. They're going to call a charge. Yes, they are on Claire Woods. She tried to split through a double team and ran over one of the Highliners. So Woods will pick up her third personal foul, second team foul on the Huskies here in the fourth quarter. Highliners up by 24. Again, we'll have running clock if and when we get to that 30-point mark. Here's Suffolk in the front court. Far side Nielsen. Back up top, Suffolk. Now to Coca. Inside. Ooh, and that was intended for Anderson, but she throws it right into the hands. Polskamp. She goes coast to coast. Can't get the layup to fall. Anderson with the rebound. And now Coach Glant wants to talk it over. Timeout, Valley City. It's a full timeout. 4:45 to go here in the fourth quarter. Highliners leading at 50-26. Back with more junior varsity girls basketball from the HEC on the Highliner Activity Network. As we come out of the timeout, Valley City leading 50-26. Again, earlier in the JV game, Central Cass winning that one over Valley City, 59-42. Now the C Squad game to go. Whoop. Nielsen passed it inside. Nora Peterson started to break away and went towards the baseline, so the errant pass picked off by the Huskies. Here the near side, Hornstein up top to Woods. Claire Woods turns, gives it back. Polskamp now to Lopez Lee. Dribbling in left of the lane. Top of the key. There it is. Polskamp off the glass for 3. Skyly Polskamp. A long 3 off the glass. 50-29. Here in the near wing. Coca. Suffolk. 3-pointer far side. Rolls off. Second miss out of 3 threes attempted, or over 3-pointers tonight. She's 3 for 5. Rebound taken down by the Huskies. Inside 4 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Highliners leading this 50-29. They have led from the get-go. Scoop shot, Woods, no. Rebound, Nora Peterson gets it off to Suffolk. And her down-court pass right into the hands of one of the Huskies. That was Hornstein on the steal. On the far side, Polskamp for the Huskies to the free throw line. 3-pointer, shot taken, off the mark by Hornstein. Woods grabs the rebound for the Huskies. She goes back up, and a foul call. And that foul is going to be Maddie Anderson. That'll be her second. 4th team foul in the quarter. Claire Woods to the free throw line to shoot 2 for the Huskies. Free throw up, good. Second free throw. Good. Claire Woods, 3 for 4 at the line for 3 points. Inside, Anderson, baseline, Nora Peterson, outlet, misfires, but Coca hustles and tracks it down to Nielsen. Suffolk, Anderson, ball knocked away, loose ball on the floor. Peterson has it, and we're going to have a foul before the jump ball. So 2 shots coming here for, or actually that's only the 3rd team foul on the Huskies. So not shooting yet. Peterson off the inbounds inside, gets it to Coca. And we have another foul, that'll be number 4. Inbounds. Ooh, nice cut through was Anderson off the nice inbound from Suffolk. And Maddie Anderson with the bucket. She's got 7. 52-31, Highliners by 21 with 2:35 remaining here in the 4th quarter. Woods backing her way in, taken away. Anderson just took it right out of her hands. And Maddie into the front court. Here on the right wing, back to Coca. Here near side, Nielsen into that corner. Dribbles out of it, through the lane, kicks it off, Peterson baseline right. Peterson, pass over to Suffolk. Kinley to the free throw line, runner the lane. Oh, then she went to pass it and a little bit too close and went right through the hands and over the head of Maddie Anderson. Back in for the Huskies. Jenna Siebold will check back in. And also looks like Paulskamp is back in the lineup here for Wahpeton. They'll have Emma Hornstein, Scotty Paulskamp, Maddie Learkamp, Jenna Siebold, and Graves. Maddie Graves on the floor. Maddie Graves has it right now for the Huskies. Pass inside. Siebold far side. 3-pointer, line drive off the mark and out of bounds on that 3-ball by Paulskamp. And it'll be Highliner ball. That'll bring LaRue, Johnson, and Woolhart in for Valley City. Leading 52-31. With 1:55 to go. Now Anderson will come out. Here comes Suffolk into the front court. Right hand hip high dribble. Far side, Nielsen. Suffolk to Woolhart. Back up top. Here's a jumper. Far side. Rolls off there by Nielsen. Rebound, LaRue with a quick put back. Couldn't get it to go. And it's controlled underneath by the Huskies. Graves turns and gives it back behind her. That'll be in the front court for Paulskamp. Far wing Graves. Inside pass to Siebold. Shot no. Rebound Woolhart for the Highlanders. Back over to Suffolk with 1:18 to go. On the near side is Nielsen. On the far side, Woolhart. And we're going to have a time. It's a sub timeout for Valley City. Ashlyn Hartzell, a freshman, will check in. And she will come in, and that will round out the bench for Valley City. Back in for the Huskies, Ella Langenwalter comes back in. Inbounds is knocked away, stolen by Graves, and Maddie Graves' layup is no good. LaRue with the rebound. Gets it off to Hartzell. Hartzell turns, gives it off to Nielsen. Nielsen lost it, gets it back. Along the far side, she'll start into the front court. Woolhart, far wing. Gets it up top to Nielsen. Inside, a minute to go. LaRue, Hartzell, off the elbow right side. Up top, Nielsen. Woolhart, 18-footer, left side, back iron too hard. Rebound grab by Learkamp for the Huskies. As we get into our final 40 seconds, Highliners will run their record of 3-2 on the year. Leading this one, 52-31, half minute to go. Double dribble, yeah, there it is by Langenwalter. Inbounds will be on the baseline. As the Highliners with the shot clock off will bring it up the floor. Nielsen will stop as she comes across the logo. Pass far side to LaRue. Back up top, Nielsen to Woolhart. Right through the wickets there, intended for Rylan Johnson. Went right through the legs and out of bounds. Turnover, gives the ball back to the Huskies. And the ball knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Huskies. Up top, left-hand dribble. Graves here on the near side. Siebold, or to Learkamp. On the far side to Nelson. Down low, and that's going to do it. Horn sounds, and the Highliners will pick up the win. Your final, Valley City 52 and the Huskies 31. We'll be back and recap our scoring in this one. This is Highlander girls basketball action from the HAC on the Highlander Activity Network. Let's take a look at the scoring here in this one. First for the Huskies, Claire Langenwalter leads the way as she had 12 in the ball game. Emma Hornstein finished with 6. 4 from Ella Langenwalter. 3 points from Skyly Pulskamp. Claire Woods with 3. 2 from Cambry Mauk. And that was the scoring for the Huskies for their total of 31. 12 and 7 in the first quarter. 5 in the second. 13 in the third. And 6 in the fourth. Highlanders led by Katie Birchall with 14. Kinley Suffolk had 9. Katie Koka with 8. 7 from Maddie Anderson. 6 from Dakota Potrats. 4 points from Ryland Johnson. Kaylee Nielsen and Bailey LaRue each had 2. Highlanders had 13 in the first quarter. Went 13, 14, 18, and 7. And boy, is that music loud. Of course, the sound system was loud for the dance program on Sunday for the winter program, so I think it was still loud. Again, the Highlanders winning it tonight, 52-31. Valley City will now run their record to 3-2 on the year. We have got junior varsity basketball in the books. Varsity coming up, and again, earlier tonight over at the Bubble, the Valley City JV boys, they fell to Central Cass tonight by a final of 59-42. And in this game, again, final, Valley City wins it 52-31. And we're about 25 minutes away. 6:15, we will have the start of our varsity game. The Highlanders and the Huskies coming up here from the HAC. That is